What is up, guys? Flippin' Steve back with another video, sitting here with my magnifier, extreme close-up, microfiber cloth, and my card saver ones. So of course I just got finished prepping a graded card submission, or some cards to submit, and I'm going to go with SGC, and I'm going to tell you guys why. I'm going to show you guys the cards here closer to the end of the video. And this is a 15 card submission, and when I'm going through my cards and deciding what service I want to go with, whether it be PSA, SGC, BGS, or any, of the various companies that are out there, I sit down and I look for value, and I say, where is my value? And right now, with the short turnaround times at only $30 a card with SGC, there is some great value to be found. And really what you want to do is you want to look at the price of your card. You want to look at the price of your grading fee, your turnaround times, because time is money in this business. The market changes so much. I have some examples of some cards that really dipped because they were sitting at PSA, for 8 months. And you want to do the math and say, I'm looking at comps here, and does it make sense to pay PSA fees when my profit margins aren't going to be very big? Would you take that into account? Would you take into account the difference, of the cost between sending to PSA or SGC? So yes, on some higher end items, you may want to just send to PSA. For myself, on my autographed items, I like BGS. This submission here is going to be a lot of oddball, out of the box items, because one thing that I like to talk about is slab competition. And you might be scratching your head, what the hell is slab competition? Well, slab competition is when there's just not many graded cards of a certain card on the market, whether it be PSA, BGS, SGC, and any of the other, smaller companies out there, HGA, whatever. And you say, these cards just aren't graded with any company. So at that point, it becomes, hey, this isn't a base Zion Prism SGC and a base Zion Prism PSA, because your PSA is going to get you your more money. As opposed to, this card is graded by SGC. If someone wants it graded, this is almost one of their only options. So again, take that into account, especially with your oddball items out there that are normally cheap to buy. And if they can also be cheap to grade, they may be a little less liquid. However, when you find the right buyer, they want it in a slab, and it doesn't necessarily matter what that slab, is, whether it's PSA, BGS, SGC. They just don't care. They want it in a slab. They want it graded. First-hand experience. I collect the music items. You guys know that. I buy them slabbed by all companies whenever I can find them, because they're just not out there on the market. And I buy them in low grades because there's not low or many high grades out there at all. So again, you're going to see a lot of these cards in this submission. Take that into account. Price point, grading fees, turnaround times, because it does matter. And then, on the other side, do you have the opportunity to make yourself some profit? Because in the end, that's all that matters. You want to profit. Whether it's a 2, 3, 5, 10x, as long as you're profiting, you're not losing. And if you're sitting on cards and waiting, time is money, and in my opinion, you're losing. So again, SGC is a very relevant option right now, especially for me. I've always liked SGC. I graded, base stuff with them back when PSA was still open. So again, make sure you're taking everything into account to get yourself your value, and go with whatever grading company you want to go with, but don't have tunnel vision on what is the popular choice, because in the end, who knows what's going to happen with these grading companies, and you want your cards slabbed. And worst case scenario is you send something to a different grading company like SGC for $30 and you use it as a raw card review. I mean, people pay more money to BGS at shows to give them raw card reviews, as opposed to, you can send it to SGC, you get the slab back if it's a 9 or a 10 and you want to crack it and send it to PSA. At least you kind of have an idea of where your card is going to grade at the same price of what it costs some other grading companies to do raw card reviews for you. So also keep that in mind and use that to your advantage. Guys, we're going to go ahead and we're going to stop. We're going to flip it around, show you the cards really quickly, end this video, and get on with your day. All right, guys, let's go ahead and check out some cards. Sending these to SGC. Wish me some luck. Hopefully I get some good grades. As you can see, I got some stacks here, some slabs here on the left, some slabs here on the right. And this is all, you know, pieces of my rock and roll collection, stuff I've been buying. Comment below, guys, if you would like to see my current rock and roll collection and everything that I, you know, have accumulated up to this point, and where I think the values stand, when I bought them, and if they have actually increased in value. I'll do a video on that if you guys are interested. I know this is a sports card channel, but if you're interested in the music collectibles, I will put a video out. Okay, first card in the submission is going to be a purple refractor, Robert Lewandowski. He's my favorite player. I think the purple will pop in the tuxedo. This one's numbered out of 250. The problem with cards like this is that when you send them to SGC, you're more than likely going to get a 9.5. They find the slightest flaw, and they'll just drop that 9.5 Mint Plus grade on there that they have that the other grading companies don't use. And they'll just throw it on there and stick you with a 9.5, which doesn't look as good as a 10. Technically, it should be better than a PSA 9, but in some people's eyes, it's not. And that's the only, you know, drawback about sending a card like this in, where this would PSA 10. I'm pretty sure. I really went over this, cleaned up the surface. It looks really nice. I'm a Lewandowski fan, but I think it'll look good in that tux for only 30 bucks to get it graded. We'll see how they treat this card, but more than likely they're going to pop that 9.5 on there, and you know, that'll be that. No going back at that point. So I'm going to put these a little bit in order because this is a really mixture of oddball items, some Marvel stuff, a football card, and an arm wrestling card, which you guys have, if you guys tuned into my live stream, you have saw where I opened these from mail packages. I only paid $3 a piece for these. I got 3 of them for around 10 bucks out the door. So about, yeah, $3 a piece. And it's John Brzenk. He's the only arm wrestler out there that I can find a card of. I am looking for a Devin Lorette. And again, no graded cards of his, you know, on eBay for sale anywhere. So no slab competition on a card like this. And, you know, for $33 total invested with the grade, I believe even if I got an 8, a 9, a 9.5, I would make my money back. And it might take a while, but you will find someone who will be looking for a card like this. And I know someone commented on my live stream when I was talking about this arm wrestling card, and they said, oh, arm wrestling, some along the lines, I'm really reaching. I might as well start collecting Tiddlywinks players. Well, here's the thing. I'm going to send this in, and if I make money on it, maybe I'll start collecting Tiddlywinks players. Who knows? You know, great advice from another one of my viewers. You got to love it. But anyway, I also would like this for my PC. I've been watching a lot of arm wrestling on YouTube. It's gaining popularity because it's being spread around on YouTube a lot. And John Brzenk is coming out of retirement to arm wrestle Devin Lorette, who is the best right now. However, John Brzenk has a lot of wins over Devin Lorette. So in December, they have what's a mega match or a super match or something coming up. People may not care about arm wrestling, and that's fair. But for the 5 to 10% of people out there that do care about it, this will be the type of card I target, you know, to one of those type collectors. Here we go, a little bit of Nintendo Power. This is a Little Mac lenticular card. I believe it actually came with the Nintendo Power. It's got 3 different poses. On the back, it tells you how to beat Bald Bull, how to, you know, super speed punches, getting stars on Super Macho Man. Super Macho Man, hold up a second. Oh, yeah, Super Macho Man. But anyway, just a cool little card. I like to get that slabbed up. See what it does for 30 bucks. Again, this card I bought for 10 or 15 bucks. If I can find any of my purchase history on these cards, I will post it. Next up, we got a Surfer card. And again, I was laughed at when I bought Tony Hawk cards. And that's fine because that worked out well. This is Kelly Slater. All-time great surfer. Maybe the GOAT, maybe second. Most people in the United States are going to say that he's the GOAT. And if you look at some of his cards, his autograph cards and stuff, they draw high dollars. So again, this guy does have a market out there. Might be a small fan base of people who buy his stuff, but nonetheless, this would be his rookie card from Sports Illustrated for kids, just like the Tony Hawk. 2 of the same card coming up next. One of them's got a little bit of a smudge on the surface. The other one's really clean. That's all right. I'm still sending them both in. Bought them for 12 bucks for one of them, and I think 14 bucks for the other. Andre the Giant, 1981 Nakamura board game. 1982 Wrestling All-Stars card from the Frozen Pizzas is considered his rookie. However, this is in 1981. It's printed before that, and he does have other cards slash photo cards, hand-cut items and stuff from the 70s. This is just a great looking picture of him written in Japanese because it's a Japanese board game. Send those in, see what we can do. I believe even in low grade, Andre the Giant stuff sells and is really popular even in low grade. One more wrestling card, and I believe this is 2002. Don't quote me on the date, but it is the Royal Rumble rookie of Brock Lesnar. Now, he has a regular base card rookie that's pretty popular. However, this says event worn shirt. I'm glad it's event worn shirt and not event worn tights. That would be a little gross, but event worn shirt, Brock Lesnar rookie, 30 bucks to get graded again. I think I bought this for $10 or $15. Let's do it. Let's get a slab on it. See how Brock Lesnar looks in a tuxedo. It'd have to be a big ass tuxedo. Next up, the only football card in the bunch, and it is going to be the GOAT, Tom Brady. This is his 2020 last season Luminance. And technically, this is his first Bucks card. Okay, he did have, Mosaic came out after this. First premium Bucks card, I guess, or even the Prism. This is the gold parallel, numbered out of $2.99. Red card, red and white will go good with a black tuxedo. It's numbered. Any numbered Brady, if I can get a good grade on it, even in a slab, should be $100. We'll do it. We'll see what happens. Let's go. Little bit of soccer on the horizon. To Mohamed Salah, 2013 Samoljica. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that right. Rookie. This is his true rookie. Distributed in Serbia only. These are super rare, and they sell. The last one sold raw on eBay for $150 raw. I have a BGS 9 already that I bought cheaper than that raw went the other day. About a year ago, easily, and these were about 20 bucks a piece when I bought them. I could sell them raw now, and 5x, 6x, 7x my money, but getting a slab on them definitely can't hurt, especially at only 30 bucks. That'll put me $50 invested. And like I said, raws just went for 150. That in an 8 or a 9, easily in a 9, will sell for higher than a raw. Just don't see them on the market. There's like 5 in the total pop between BGS and PSA. Next up, we got R9 Ronaldo, first World Cup, Brazil. I believe this is 1998. This one looks super clean. I have some of these at PSA at the moment. This is one that I didn't send. I held back, not because of the condition, because as you can see, nice color, nice surface. Centering's not bad for a sticker considering. But I sent like 3 to PSA. I held one back. So we'll go ahead and get this one into SGC. Again, was buying these when they were really, really cheap. So it just makes sense to go ahead and get a slab on them. And last but not least, from the MCU, well, not quite the MCU yet. None of these characters are technically in the MCU yet. They're about to cross in because they were owned by Sony. Movie just dropped. Actually, it's been in the theaters for a while. It might be out of the theaters now. I went and saw it. Wasn't super impressed. But anyway, Marvel PMG's Bronze 2017 Venom. This one's numbered out of 199. Not quite as desirable as the blue and the red that are, lower numbered. The greens that are numbered out of 10. But nonetheless, I only paid maybe 25 or 30 bucks for this. Maybe 40. Again, looks good. It'll shine up really nice in a tuxedo. Got the Carnage. Same thing. Same story. Same movie. But anyway, again, out of $199. And guys, I bought this for $9. $9. And I know I have my search history for this. So if you don't believe me, I'm going to put it up there. $9. This raw is like $225 now. So again, just makes sense to get a slab on it. And if you guys are saying, man, send those PMGs to PSA, what are you doing? PMG, PSA, PMG. But anyway, I will use it as a raw card review. Like I said earlier, if they come back in 9s or 10s from SGC and PSA, the value on the PSAs is like 3 or 4x, then hey, maybe I'll make the decision to crack and resubmit. Here is the Carnage again, as opposed to the blue, or the bronze out of 199. This is the blue, and this one's out of 49. The blues, The red for him is awesome. It's numbered out of 100, but it's a color match. Looks really good. The red looks really good on Doctor Strange, Scarlet Witch. You know, all the red characters that wear red. But lower serial number, the blues. I just saw a raw blue of Thanos sell for $2,000. A raw Thanos sold for $2,000 in a blue. Unbelievable. 1,800, 1,900, somewhere around there. So these PMGs from Marvel, and I believe that one might have been a 2013 as opposed to this one being a 2017. And, you know, the older the PMGs are, the more value they hold. However, this is Carnage's first PMG. He didn't have one prior to 2017. So get that one slabbed up. And one more card. Again, it's Carnage. This is going to be the Jambalaya. Looking at these Marvel inserts. What I was doing back in the day was I was like, hey, if this is popular in basketball, you know, what is everybody buying inserts of Jordan, Kobe, and, you know, LeBron, the older 90s inserts and such, or 2000s. I was applying it to Marvel, and I was buying these super duper cheap. So now it's like, I might as well just get them graded. I got nothing to lose. And the Marvel stuff's really starting to take off. So I just thought to myself, I can't afford jambalayas of Jordan or Kobe. Is there any out there that are neat that I can afford? And I was buying them in Marvel. I got another one. I got a Hobgoblin. I got a couple others. Probably submit that one eventually. But again, so guys, that's the stuff I'm sending to SGC. Hopefully I get some good grades. I'm not expecting a ton of 10s because, again, these PMGs are really tough grades. They have chipping. These are tough with the edges because they're black. We'll see it, you know, stickers, always tough grades. Forget about it. This, again, will be a tough grade with the surface. These, you know, coming from a board game, you can see where cards are attached to each other and they got to be, you know, pulled apart because they're like perforated, just like these perforated edges here. Lenticular cards are always tough with the surfaces. And then 2 regular type cards. Now, this is no chromium finish, all cardboard, always tough. And they'll find a reason to bang this with a 9.5. They just will. That's the way it works. But anyway, lots of cards that are tough grades, but we're going to get them in some slabs. See what I can do. Going to cost me $450 to get these graded. I'm probably not even close to that invested in the cards, to be honest. But anyway, guys, thanks for viewing. Thanks for checking out the channel. What are you guys submitting? What companies are you using? Would you like to see a video on the rock and roll stuff that I have here? Roger Daltrey just came in the mail yesterday. You know, comment below with that. And until next time, guys, good luck in your investing, and I will see you later.